y'all. Today we are making this raw, super yummy, incredibly healthy fruit and veggie cake. It was inspired by a recipe that I found in the Sacral Kitchen cookbook, and this is my variation on, let me find it here, their Sacral Bliss cake. So for the original recipe, check out the Sacral Kitchen. What I've done is really to simplify the recipe because I don't want like a three-step recipe where I'm spending all day in the kitchen. Also, I took all of the fat out. So originally this cake had a seed base, had oil in it. I liked all the fruits and veggies, but I just couldn't, for my body, I couldn't add all the fat in. You know, former bikini competitor, check out Skinny Minx for more history on me. And, you know, I try and keep as close to my competitive body as possible, which means a low to no fat diet. So you'll see here in the food processor, I've got about 1/3 cup of water. Originally this was coconut oil, which I've taken out, and what I'm subbing instead is I'm doing the water, and I'm doing a couple packets of marine collagen. I really like to do this in place of oils in recipes where I can, because the collagen adds a really nice creamy texture to the dish without all of the calories from having something like oil or high fat. And I'm putting everything, all of my liquid bases, into my BlendTec first, because I want to use the BlendTec to get a much smoother texture. I don't want lumps in it, but at the same time, the BlendTec doesn't do great if you put all of your dry ingredients in first, because it is more of a smoothie maker. So now I'm just squeezing in the juice of two oranges. Got them pre-sliced, just squeezing them in here. And this cake is going to be a really lovely, vibrant orange color. The way we're making it without any refined sugars, it's going to be perfect. It's a refrigerator cake sitting in overnight to set, and it's going to be a perfect breakfast for my boyfriend in the morning. So you got your two oranges here, just getting all that nice, wonderful juice squeezed in, tons of vitamin C and natural fruit sugars. I could have done this in my Omega juicer, but really, I'm lazy. So I'm just getting my hands a little dirty here. Okay, so got those. I'm gonna do 1/2 cup of chickpeas. You can either soak them yourself or you can drain canned chickpeas and put them in. Got 1/3 cup of apricots here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start blending this up now before it gets too dense, so that I can get the proper texture. Okay, so we've got a nice dough-like texture here, which is a great starter base. This means that I have enough liquid in here now that it can blend up everything else I need it to blend, as long as I go slow. Got 6 ounces of, see it there, butternut squash that has been peeled and cubed and de-seeded. You can either do this yourself, which, you know, is a bit labor intensive, or you can buy it pre-done at the grocery store. It is completely up to you. And I also have 3 carrots that I have chopped up. I have ready to go here. So you can see it's all fruit and veggies, really good healthy stuff. Now I love to add in fruits and veggies where it seems like a dessert and it doesn't feel like a punishment to try and get my 10 servings of vegetables in a day. Something like this is super low cal, it's really yummy, and it helps you to have a really low calorie healthy meal that isn't going to put you up over your calories for the day. Carrots in here. Also, I should have mentioned the original recipe, instead of the chickpeas, it called for almond flour. Again, I just didn't want to get that extra fat into the diet, And chickpeas are a great substitute. When you blend them up, they have very little taste, but they add a nice creamy texture to whatever you're making. Instead of the, I believe it was coconut syrup that was in the original recipe, I'm doing a squirt of stevia, and then I'm also going to do just a small amount of monk's fruit. You really don't need a lot added in. You're getting a lot of your sweet from the butternut squash, the oranges, and the apricots that are already in there, but I do want this to be a bit more like a decadent dessert. So I added in, that was probably about a tablespoon of monk's fruit and 1 dropper full of stevia. And I'm just going to sprinkle in some cinnamon to offset the flavor so that it's not overly sweet. I did about a teaspoon of cinnamon. Just finish blending this all together here. So when I see that this is really well blended without any chunks in it, you can see it's almost like, looks like pumpkin pie. It kind of smells like pumpkin pie as well because of the cinnamon. You can, that was just a bubble, take it, I'm going to pour it just into this little mini casserole dish. Let it set there. I'm going to get as much of that mixture into the dish as you can. I'll go back with a spatula and scrape the edges. But you know, you can see it looks like a pumpkin pie cake batter type thing. This is going to set in the fridge overnight, which usually means, you know, 8 to 12 hours. So if you do it in the morning, it can be ready by the evening. And then we're going to take it out and have a nice little treat. So definitely check out the Chakra Kitchen. I love this cookbook. It's got a lot of really neat, inventive fruit and veg based ideas. Very colorful, lots of fun. It includes like some really good superfoods, Chinese herbs, that sort of thing. And check us out at Skinny Minx for the full version of our recipe and more information. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.